Hello, everyone. For my movie essay, I choose to talk about Father Soldier Son. The film is about a single father in the military with two sons. The father does suffer an injury and has to have his leg amputated. Now, before watching the film, I had the thought that military men, especially, come back with PTSD and are either physically or verbally abusive with their families, that they just do not come back the same loving person they once were. At the beginning of the film, I was able to see how much stress it brought both of the sons, Isaac and Joey, that their father, who is Brian, was in the military. They were constantly worried if he was going to come home. So, through effective empathy, which according to our textbook is emotional response we feel when we witness someone experiencing emotions, we may mirror the person's emotions, feel stressed and overwhelmed by their emotions. Now, since Isaac and Joey were so stressed, I felt that I put myself in their position and I just couldn't imagine constantly worrying about if my parent was going to come home or not. But when their dad did come home, he was such a wonderful father and showed them so much love. So that completely altered my views on that. I just saw, wow, he still comes home and he is still a loving father. When I think of a family in military, my mind still does go back to that PTSD. And after Brian was injured and had to have his leg amputated, I thought, wow, this is it. It's gonna go down here for them. Instead, Brian regulated his emotional response through hardiness, which, according to our textbook, hardiness is a term used to describe people who deal with stressful situations. He saw the situation as a challenge that he was going to overcome, and he was committed, and he did overcome it. So, through his hardiness, my assumptions completely changed. I was like, wow, he doesn't have to stay in that negative mindset. He told himself, I'm not going to do this. I'm here for my kids and I'm going to stay here for them. So after watching the film, I can now see that not everyone who goes to the military is going to come back abusive or like a different person, not loving their family as they once did. I believe through effective empathy and hardiness that in the future I will use that to be more open minded of these cultures, of these families that are in the military, not assume just because they were in the military they're going to suffer, and so with their families.